It's not too soon. I mean,
Eventually we'll
if it's not too soon, then yeah, age is funny. I mean,
eventually we'll get to the point where 9/11 is the same thing.
Why are you just now doing this?
right. We'll get to a point where 9/11 is going
Yeah,
to be
but all the
hilarious,
clothes are
right?
down here.
Oh.
Rambo's talking to his dick. You have to give him a minute.
I'm talking to my kid. Oh, I'm sorry. What's up?
Or just say,
He calls his dick his kid. That's what it is.
You know, I've seen stranger things, and we've had stranger conversations, so, I'm not really surprised by this as much as most people would be, so, I mean. Oh, my goodness. So, how's the part-time thing working out for you, Rags? You liking it? Yeah?
Well, this is just my first week getting to it, and I had to spend a day away from the house anyway. But work has just been busy too. I mean, even with all that, if you're just if you're just really going at it, it can be kind of a drain.
Yeah.
But it should be good. I got something lined up for to be released in the morning. I had Top Hats do a guest video today.
Yes.
Or early this morning, so I'll have something out in probably about 5-ish hours, 5-6 hours.
I was watching your TED Talks last night, so that was actually pretty good. Like I mean, not actually pretty good, but I'm saying it was pretty good for somebody that had to redo that video so many fucking times, like, and re-upload.
I just had to go in and change the part. I'd go in and I'd change that section, like I'd split it up and I'd add something to say in it, and then I would save it. And that takes a long time to do because it's an hour plus video.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had to save it, and then I would have to upload it, and it would process. And then it would tell me, oh, now there's a new part that's being claimed. And then I would go back and I would change that part. And then I would do the whole song and dance again. And it would say, oh, now there's another part that's claimed. And it's different than all the other ones. It would only list one at a time.
Holy shit.
It was like it was fucking with me. And so then I changed that up, and I went through and I looked for any more big segments and split those up too, uploaded it, and then it said, okay, there's no copyrighted stuff has been found. And so then after it had been uploaded, then it had decided to claim a section. Jesus. Even though it said that before it was, because I left it sitting there where it was uploaded and processed, but it hadn't been made live or public yet, because it'll tell you at that stage whether or not whether or not there's any copyright claims there. And there wasn't, and I thought, finally. Then sure enough, I go to upload it and then see that C on it where it had been claimed. And I put in a counter.
Oh yeah. And did it win? Did your counterclaim win, or are you gonna be finding out soon?
I think I'm still waiting.
God damn, dude. So like, what? You're not allowed to be critical of TED Talks at all. They're just gonna be like, oh, you talk about us, and we're gonna go ahead and claim your shit.
I've seen other videos that people have done that are basically where the video they do what I do. They'll make a response to a TED Talk, but their video might be like claimed totally, something like that. And so they have to fight it off. And it's of course ironic coming from TED Talks whose motto is ideas worth sharing.
So how many times did you have to upload this goddamn thing?
I probably had to change it about 5 times total, and that takes a shit. That's why, because it was done. I had it done and ready 2 days before I actually uploaded it. But I upload in the morning before I go to work.
Yeah.
And then I come back after I'm done, and then I check everything out, see how it is.
Yeah.
And in terms of, because I had it started, and then I had it running for a little bit originally, and then it had been claimed. And so I was like, no, I'm not giving them money for this. And so I unlisted it real quick and took it off, and then I came back from work. I got it, and it was just a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass.
Oh fuck. Oh. So Rambo, if you ever plan on doing a TED Talks response, or Shaner, you might want to keep this into, consideration.
Yeah, you might have to contest a claim on it.
I don't know if I can sit through like watching a TED Talks video to like try to rebut it. I got the shit that just watching the excerpts of what he uses was enough for me to like want to kill myself. That dude is a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I was watching part of it at work, and then I kind of like watched the middle of it last night, and I'm gonna finish it today. And I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this individual, man? I mean, I don't mind people having opinions and shit, but, like, damn, does this guy come from a fucking sheltered life?
I don't know, man. I mean, the video is old, but the ideas are still they still exist today.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's relevant and totally fair game.
And it's still getting the attention of others. So like others are still gonna look at that and be like, oh yeah, he's right. He's totally right. And like
yeah, because I honestly had no idea that video even existed until you're shining a light to a lot of people that didn't even know the thing actually existed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely...
That was a bad one. There was some bad TED Talks, and that was a really bad one.
Yeah.
That's not one that... I mean, that is just full of outright lies. Full of being one side. I mean, someone's definitely up there to push an agenda, and he tries to smile and tell a stupid joke.
Yeah.
I mean, a thing to do to people.
Right. It is odd. It was... He's definitely like what me and my buddy today were talking about, a dude that looks like a fucking lumberjack but has never touched an axe in his life.
Never worked in his life.
Probably never has worked in his life. I mean, hipsters, fucking. Anyways, Rambo. What about you? Anything like anything new in the last, I don't know, since our last podcast? Anything good? No? Yeah. Twitter been good to you?
Well, I mean, Twitter, I got like bombarded with followers. Like he clueless. I mean, he sounded like an Xbot.
Mm-hmm.
Where he sounded like Kid Smooth actually. Like if like that survey I had, he said if you care about all of these, then PC's where you should be. PC's, I'm like, well, that's not necessarily true. I was like, because you can get all of these same things.
If you care about
you can get all the same thing. There's still, there's still graphics on console.
Yeah, graphics exist on consoles, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like you can still get all these things on console. And he was like, then he started coming back to me and like talking about, well, how it's better, and I'm like going, well, it's not better for me. And he's like, well, please tell me. But I'm like, yeah, but that's kind of like the whole point, in being a fucking gamer, is like that should be like the primary focus is the games, and then we'll move away from there.
Oh yeah, but he was saying like, well, you can't use the excuse of games, and I'm like, are you like in court? This would be kind of like considered leading the witness. I object, Your Honor. Like that's what I wanted to say to him.
I'm like, so I should have replied back to him like, well, tell me how PC's better but you cannot use frame rate, graphics, free online,
and
like
games.
all these list all these things off, and like and games, like you can't use all that. Like, so the only thing you like, what's the word processor? Like I don't. It was just it was a dumb thing like to say, and I was like, it just makes no sense not to use games. And like that's like the main reason. Like I actually went back to the console is because of the games that I wanted to play are there, and he just kept going on and I listed out the it was the PlayStation exclusives primarily that I want to play, and he was like, so exclusives are the reason why. He's like, so you're just nothing but a fanboy. And I was like, so because I like exclusives, then I'm a fanboy? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not making a damn bit of sense. Yeah. It's like I like Xbox exclusives too. And I was like, there's a ton of PC gamers that actually have a PlayStation for PlayStation exclusives. So does that make them a PlayStation fanboy?
Was this guy who was saying that? Who's this guy again?
His name, let's see, like a ton of people started replying to him. Let me get back here.
Is this? Let me
it's-
see. Xavier,
I think that's that. Actually,
Dragon War 7,
no, it's Jasmine Rose Fall.
Jasmine Rose Fall.
Yeah,
How do you spell that?
it's Mine, and then the last name is Rose ROSC space dash FALL.
Yeah.
And I mean, it says he said. Okay, here it says. I say it's a he. I mean, with the name, it could be a she. Way to go. And I said, well, that honestly makes absolutely zero sense. I said, you can get each and every one of these on each and every type of platform. He said, allow me to clarify. If you picked any of them but care about all four, first, I said, I still don't agree with you. I said, PC isn't the end all be all. I said, I can care about all four, but if I also care about games not on PC, then it's not the way. He's like, PC isn't the end all be all, but you bring up a good point. But would you care to clarify? I actually want to hear this. And I was like, I was solely on PC for 8 months straight. Games like Uncharted, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us 2, and many more are the reason why I came back to consoles. He said, you didn't elaborate. You deflected the topic. Tell me why PC isn't the end all be all. Don't mention games. What? If you cherry pick your argument, you can win it. Yeah, I'm like I mean so Omega Jim, another Rags follower, replied back to us said with this thing. It says, "Hey PC Master Raid, can you give me 5 reasons to abandon my console that don't have to do with better graphics, quicker patch support, better online community, free online mods, better sound quality, better controls, dedicated servers, higher skill ceiling, you know, just this long list of all these different things that are on PC." And he's like, "I didn't think so. Fucking told." You know, I'm like, yeah, if you start like negating different options that you cannot argue against, you're going to win your argument. But like that makes no sense to not include games. And somebody else responded. I think that the guy that you talked about responded like, I left, why did I leave for like why did I leave for a game that isn't even out yet? And I was like, well, I didn't. I was like, that's just one of the many games. It's like I'm limited to 140 characters, and I just happened to that game happened to be on my mind whenever I was typing, so I just included that. I said, but you only have 140 characters, like you can only list so many games. I can't list every single PlayStation exclusive in a tweet. And he was like, he wanted to like really focus on that one game. Like, why would I include that game? I was like, you're acting like this is the only reason I came back. I was like, it's not. I was like, that's just like happened to be one of the games that I used. And I said, but I mean, just to be fair, I mean, if you want to focus on that game, I was like, it's likely going to be a great game. I mean, they have a very great history. But I was like, it's not really like the end all be all as far as like the reason why I came back. So it's like, it's kind of pointless to focus on just one game. I don't know. It's just kind of weird that like them two, well, he really didn't do too much besides like focus on the one game, but that one person just was really weird. Like, he wanted to have the argument that PC was better than console, but you cannot include games at all.
But he wanted a cherry picked and structure your response. That's what he wanted.
Yeah. And I was like, I told him, I was like, if you actually listed out each, and I was like, you can't use PC as a whole and say PC as a whole is objectively better than console. It's like, now if you, because that's what the objective and subjective thing. I was like, so if you actually listed out your reasons, like, each individual thing, like frame rate, graphics, all these different things, resolution, I was like, each one can be objective. I was like, but then once you get to games, I said, that's subjective. I was like, because I might care more about the games that are on the console than I do the PC. And I was like, that at that point, you can't, the PC as a whole is no longer better. I was like, so you're focusing your argument wrong. Like, focus on just like the each individual point. And I think that he was just new to the debate type thing or the arguing thing. But like as soon as I mentioned games, like he was like, whoa, wait, no games, no game, nope, can't. I was like, because he can't argue it. Like I can't play these games on PC, so therefore, how is it better for me?
Yeah. That's always fun. That's always great.
And then Kid Smooth doing his thing.
What's he up to these days?
Besides making...
Oh, he is now he has now made a tweet that said if anybody uses his video in their videos, a kid smooth tax, and he gave his PayPal link. And if you don't pay the tax, then he will flag your video and claim it. And I was
That's
like,
fucking funny.
I actually responded to him. I was like, "Are you being serious here, or are you just being like kind of facetious?" I like, because he never can tell with you. And people were responding as like, "No, he's serious because like he's tired of people like making fun of him." And I was like, "Well, he can claim it all he wants." I was like, "But then he's going to come across somebody that's going to take him to court." And I was like, "Then he's going to be financially liable for however much money they've lost out on." I was like, or YouTube will just shut his channel down for false flagging, a bunch of videos. It's like, so it's really a no-win situation for him, and because he's making stupid fucking claims.
He's making fun of me because I'm retarded.
The Scorpio is going to outsell Xbox, catch up to PlayStation, and pass PlayStation in North America. Mind you, that's 2 million consoles. The Scorpio is going to outsell that in one NPD, and Xbox is going to pass PlayStation. I'm like, first of all, it's like Scorpio is probably not even going to sell 2 million because it's really not geared for that. It's geared for just the random hardcore people. And then how are you going to all of a sudden combat like that? PlayStation would have to just quit selling completely, because not only do you have to catch up to 2 million, but you have to also catch up whatever additional PlayStation sells. Some just wild fucking claims, and he says his claims, if he makes a claim that's not, he has no proof of, but it comes true, and he wasn't lying. I was like, that's not really how it works. Like, if you're making a claim, you have to have some proof to it. That means you're just guessing or you're lying, one of the two. Like, even if it comes true later, you were still guessing. It's not like you knew.
Bro, but don't you know it's optimizations running on an optimized platform that's also optimized while it's being optimized when you're optimizingly playing it through a 4K HDR TV? Optimizingly. That's how this works, right?
It's like what he does is just completely. I don't.
4K, 60 frames a second.
Guaranteed every damn game. Every game, man.
Hey, Shade. Okay, Shade said he'll be right back. All right. I don't know. We got better stop talking about it because he's gonna try to claim this video, and
Yeah.
I don't want to take EBT away from a homeless guy, so I don't want to do that. That's mean. What else is there? I mean, there's not really a whole lot to talk about, right? Like, there isn't. What the fuck? Just updates. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Oh,
let's see.
The image is of oh, you want Geek Essentials image on there? Oh. Yeah, I can't do that right now. Don't worry, guys. It'll be all updated and ready to go when we get that other shit going, so that'd be good. Anything good in gaming, at least? Besides the, anything unique, anything new, anything fun? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's kind of been dry, hasn't it? I see that, I see Halo Wars came over to Steam.
That came...
Mm-hmm,
was announced Steam a couple of days ago.
I didn't know about it until just now. So, Halo Wars Definitive Edition is now on Steam, and it's $19.99, and that's worth it. That's actually worth it. That's totally worth it.
Let's see what else. Call of Duty announced that they're going to be, I guess, April 25th. I think it is that they're going to be doing
it's 94% positive.
That's pretty good.
Halo Wars?
Yeah.
Microsoft, just put your shit on a platform people actually have and want, and people will buy your games. You don't make bad games. Just put them...
Yeah.
You can access them.
Be doing their
that's a
reveal here soon.
A reveal? Oh, the Scorpio is going to be...
No, Call of Duty is going to be doing the World War II trailer reveal or whatever. Here's I think next week sometime.
Oh, okay.
And people are still like somehow like even with the I mean an image came out with the PlayStation case and it shows 30-day DLC on the PlayStation case, but some people are still saying that Call of Duty is coming back to Xbox and because of the Scorpio, and I'm like the company doesn't work on a year by year basis, you know. They kind of have like a plan in place and they sign contracts for that plan. Yeah, I don't. Just so there's so many just stupid people on Twitter that. Oh, did you see the Too Much Food guy?
The Too Much Food guy.
Yeah,
No.
he's the guy that paid $300 to be on Crap Gamers podcast a while back.
Are you serious? Wait,
Yeah,
he actually paid those idiots?
How many minutes does $300 get you?
$300 per podcast, so he was on like 6 podcasts.
Shane, you got $300 bucks?
$300 per podcast.
He was on 6 of them.
Too much food.
Wait, 300 per.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
That's
300
insane.
per.
What is it about that attracts anybody other than an absolute a degenerate?
His goal was, I think, that he was an Xbot, you know, like just not in the same level of Crap Gamer, I guess. But I think his thought was that if he could get on Crap Gamer's podcast, that he could get.
Is that really the console king in the audience?
Benefit from his viewers, you know, like and gain more subscribers, kind of like, you know.
It's awfully expensive.
Yeah, I don't think it's really worth any amounts of money.
Especially because you'll be attracting Crap Gamer subscribers. The lowest of the low.
Yo, that's beyond low hanging fruit, my man. That's
like fruit that has fallen and then has been trampled upon.
But he went to Best Buy. Apparently, okay. Well, first of all, in January he became a neutral.
You have a shovel to get it.
a shovel. Yeah.
He became a neutral.
When did you? Who became a? Who became a troll?
There's too much food became a neutral in January.
Oh, okay, neutral. I think you said
Crap Gamer. He started liking PlayStation. He's the one who actually had the people donate to him so that way they could help him buy a PlayStation 4 Pro, but then ended up turning that money into Switch money and bought a Switch instead without telling anybody. And so now then all of a sudden I guess now he's back on this whole I'm an Xbot type thing. And so what he's done is he's gone on his Twitter, he's actually got 2 videos where he went inside of Best Buy.
Oh boy.
And videotaped the gaming section of each one of these, like the PlayStation section and the Xbox section, and actually tagged Best Buy and complained to Best Buy that these people did not take proper care of the Xbox section.
Oh boy.
Wait, who is this guy?
His name is Too Much Food, and the
Much Food.
Food is zeros, so it's T00 much food F00D. You know.
Oh, TOO.
Yeah, T00 much, and then food with 2 zeros in it.
It's like lead speak. No.
That's not even. That's.
Yeah.
And so
Can't even find him. I'm getting Berenstain Bears videos.
Best Buy actually. Oh no, on YouTube he has he has a Switch channel now. But on what's it called? On Best Buy actually responded to him. Like, can you? Because he was saying like the Best Buy employee was lying to him about Xbox and all this different stuff. And I never saw if like he responded back to Best Buy. This like if the worker there happened to be in any sort of like trouble like from other different things, you know, like from being absent too much or, you know, whatever the case may be, and all of a sudden this complaint came in, it could cost this man his job.
Oh boy.
In console war.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like, this is like beyond
food.
This is going way too fucking far.
His name is Switchplay on YouTube.
Yeah, Switchplay, yes, on YouTube.
If you go Too Much Food Twitter, And if you click the YouTube link, it has a bunch of Nintendo Switch stuff.
Yeah, like, well, he used to have a Too Much Food channel, and then apparently he's deleted that and now gone to Switch Play and try to focus on that. But yet he's still, if you look at his Twitter, you'll see that the videos he still bleeds green. He says just because he has a Switch channel.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh boy, what a pleasant group of people. I'm glad I don't associate with them, other than to mock and ridicule them.
Yeah, like this is, it's gone. I mean, there's one thing about the bickering back and forth on Twitter or YouTube or whatever, but whenever you start like going into people's jobs and like putting people's jobs at risk because of your stupid console war, that's going way too damn far, man.
Don't you know, Rambo? That's what we do now.
Apparently,
That's
so,
just you don't do. You don't mess with people's jobs.
So apparently, I got to go. I got to go into Best Buy and Walmart around here and make sure the PlayStation section's kept up to up to my standards.
That's so stupid, though. Seriously, like
it really is.
Time out of his day to do that. I mean, he doesn't make a living on YouTube, or at least not from his videos.
No, no, not at all. And so it just blows my mind that he would go to this link to do. It's one thing like if he would have just posted the videos and didn't tag Best Buy and Best Buy didn't respond. But when you actually have Best Buy responding and actually questioning like which store this is, so that way they can actually get in contact with them, that's troubling.
That is troubling. That's a fucked up thing to do, and you're a piece of shit if you do that.
Yeah, over games.
Like you're an absolute.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes.
That Best Buy employee insulted me, and he said my Xbox was shit. Oh no. I'm going to call the manager up. What the fuck?
It's not like he denied your family food or anything. He just talked about your gaming box. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone way too far. And I never thought it was actually going to get to where you start getting into that era. But yeah, there you go.
Well, didn't they get what's his face fired from his job? Fuck that other Mooch.
Yeah. Sure, if he actually got fired or not, or I don't know. I don't know really what happened with him. Like he just went dark, and like his employee page, like was just gone. Him asking his job to do it or what, nobody knows really what actually happened with that. But I think everybody kind of just like assumed he got fired because his that Coldwell Banker thing was gone.
Yeah.
Here's another interesting thing. If y'all tweeted, y'all actually retweeted, and I really appreciate that because it got a pretty damn good response from everybody. But the reason why I did that, if y'all actually took part in that survey, and y'all wondered why certain things weren't on there, like gameplay for one, a survey that actually was gone out. I guess Red Dragon made note of it, but it was actually from the video game industry, and it was a big survey, and they went through a bunch of different things, and it says the factors influencing decisions to purchase video games. Well, they actually sampled 4,000 people. Quality of graphics was 67% the reason, the number one reason. You can't hear me?
Huh? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
67% was the quality of graphics. Story and premise was 59%. Online gameplay capability was 50%. Then it goes down to product is a continuation, like basically a series. It's 48%, and then it's familiar. 47%. Like there's no gameplay. No gameplay was in there at all.
You'd think it would be for a hobby that revolves around playing games.
Yeah. I mean, but I wondered, like, how did you ask 4,000 people and come up with these numbers? And so that's the reason why I wanted y'all to tweet it out to get the highest representative numbers I possibly could. And from it looks like there's 2,611 votes and I chose the top four, the same top four categories that or answers that they got in their thing, and put it in mine because Twitter only allowed four. But quality of graphics was 9%. Price was 7%. Interesting story was 75%. No, surprise there really, and 9% was online capability. And a lot of people had tweeted back, gameplay should be in there as well, and I agree. But I mean, the reason why it wasn't is because I was using the same top four as what they were using.
Yeah, you wanted to make it accurate, comparable.
Yeah, and so it was just really interesting to me because I mean, I got almost about maybe 2/3 of what they got as far as like the number of votes.
Mm-hmm.
Close to
different.
Yeah, it didn't even match up close to what they actually had. So I'm wondering, who did they like select their audience?
Probably.
Was it a?
I don't know, but if I were to hear someone say something along those lines, I'd be pretty skeptical of that too. That just doesn't sound like something.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Yeah,
it doesn't make sense at all.
I don't know.
Like when I saw graphics and price above story and online gameplay or online capability, I was like, there's got to be something like askew here because and I mean, it doesn't really surprise me because they're purchasing poll or figures or whatever. They were showing that 74% of games are purchased digitally across all platforms.
I don't know.
Well, it's not. It's actually. I actually asked a couple of analysts that do gaming analysts or whatever, and if you talk just games, the PC is like sitting at 90%. Consoles are about 30%, and what's it called? The mobile market is at 100%. But this purchasing thing, the 74% number. Games, DLC, microtransactions, subscription services, stuff that was like there's no way you can actually get physical copies to combat the numbers. It was like, yeah, like the only thing that's physical in this whole numbers that they used was the actual game itself. Everything else was all digital format, 100% digital. So the number was already going to be askewed. There's no. Like 74%, like that was completely that was like they can't be. When you look into it, that's the reason that's how you get it is by adding in DLC and all this other crap.
Yeah,
it just threw me off. I don't know the whole.
What are they trying to prove?
I don't really know. They're trying to say that they're. I guess this is just like the trend that's going on right now, but it really. It was asking 4,000 people.
Yeah. So
it just like how is 4,000 people representative of the gaming industry? Of the gaming industry.
I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
4,000 is. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's okay for a very casual sort of a grain of salt kind of thing, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Making it anything more than that, probably not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the whole female male thing is in there. That basically the same thing that was in your video, talking about like where the percentage wise of male and female gamers were.
And of course, half of all gamers are women, which is why you never run into them.
But yeah. So.
Because obviously, Candy Crush and Call of Duty are on the same playing field, don't you know?
They are, man.
They make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but there's obvious. I mean, I don't have to tell gamers, who play, the games we play on devices, how obviously it's very important to make a distinction between the two. Them back from being either game devs or game players. But for the most part, as we see in many other aspects of our life in terms of occupations and in society, women don't get into gamer culture as much as men do. So
don't talk shit on no Candy Crush.
It makes a lot of money. Yeah.
That makes a shit ton of money, but I mean, like it's like you said. I mean, there's just no way to compare that to the people who play Call of Duty or even Battlefield. Any of the games that we play right now. It's like a very casual audience.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
And it says women, of course, the women ages 18 and older represent a significantly greater portion of game playing population than boys under the age of 18. Oh, but is that
Yeah,
like, of
because
course,
if
whenever
you-
you
Yeah, when you add in mobile games, maybe that's true. Of
Yeah.
course, you're also adding women over, women have a much bigger age allowance
Right.
and
Yeah.
only in then that to only males only of a certain age. Only
So I mean, it's just, the stuff that's in this survey is just kind of
it's fake news.
Fake news, guys. It's fake. It's fake. You know what? You know what we can do? We can call our women friends and masturbate over the phone. Say some dirty shit. Sound good? We could do this live though. We gotta do this live. This isn't
that's
Fox,
cool.
so we'll be fine. You know what I mean?
I'm not ready. I don't know. That sounds like it should be like one of those Patreon only things that we do.
Well, I actually have if y'all don't mind, a person here that wants to come up. Questions in mind. He did ask me, like, tell me, like, in a message, like, what he wanted to ask, a couple of things. I'd have to scroll back up to figure it out, but it was all gaming related. So,
All right.
give me just a moment. Let me.
Why not?
So you see we have the much better background picture now on the stream. Just throwing that out there.
RPG gamer, are you there? He's got to unmute himself. Oh. Okay, what happened there?
He's in here yet?
Yeah, let me unmute
Piece
him.
of
There he
shit,
is.
wasting my time. Oh, hey, what's up?
All right, there he is.
Thanks, man. I don't waste time. I waste everyone's time. I was just listening to a podcast. I heard both your guys' voices. I was like, what the hell?
Okay, hold on. They're like, damn, this guy's blowing my ears out right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're fine. Man, you all right? You had a breath? Like, everything okay? Like,
I'm very fat.
Didn't mean to interrupt your little self-pleasure session.
Even the whole thing that you suggested.
that's fine.
I was trying to do exercise. Not my forte.
But yeah, go ahead with your, some of your questions that you wanted to ask us.
I guess just like my questions is like, what's your guys' advice to upcoming YouTubers? Because I was trying to start my channel and I asked Rambo for his advice. So I was wondering what's everyone else's advice for YouTubers. Like,
Do
people-
it. Like, the first thing you gotta do is establish yourself. You gotta actually get out there and just do it. Like, whatever you want to do. Like, if you see like certain trends aren't coming around on YouTube, or there's something that you think you could add that's going to be unique to your own type of content, and you think it's going to think it's going to work, and you don't give up easily on shit, then I'd say go for it.
Okay. Because I've been doing some of these crumb side, stuff. I just made my own little parody video. I'm taking a little pride in it, where I pretend I'm Xbox God.
You're doing crumb side stuff. You're gonna have a really slow growth, but I mean,
Very
if you're having fun
fierce.
with it.
I'm gonna try to do some crumb side stuff, and then maybe do a little bit RPG stuff. Because
I'm gonna let you know right now. If you start doing crumb side stuff, like, you're only gonna attract those kind of people.
Yeah,
So
you'll never.
keep that in mind.
You'll get to a point, I guess, kind of like me,
True.
where you gotta eventually leave it behind. But
Yeah.
that's not an initial sort of concern.
Consistency. That's my biggest, advice.
well, I
Consistency.
need to get a PC that can do video editing for one. I do everything off my PlayStation so far.
It's a good start though. Just have good commentary or video, and your channel can still grow. I've seen people do their entire channels off of their consoles. So I mean, it is a possible thing.
And
True.
like one thing is like the big thing is like not to give up, because like it's going to get to a point to where like you feel like that you're not growing, or you're not like people just aren't watching because your views come back like 17 views or something like that. And just don't look at that as like a bad sign. Just continue doing it, and like Rags, like he went from just like here on YouTube and made one like hit, like once he hit one video, like a certain video, he just exploded.
It hit a chord with a lot of people.
You just never know when that video is going to be.
Well, one of my videos I'm actually kind of proud of is just me ranting about the Xbox Scorpio. It's over 40 views, so I'm like, I know that's nothing, but it's like something to me.
Hey, that's something for you. Yeah, I mean, you don't. One thing you should never do is compare your own success to other people, espally bigger YouTubers.
Well, yeah, because then it's just like nothing's gonna be good. It's like,
Yeah.
my videos aren't Ghost Rags. He actually puts work into this.
Yeah, I know my channel's slowing down a lot now because work has been so tough recently, and I'm just now getting to can get that part-time time to do stuff where it's just the balance of it all can be really
Yeah, it
really
helps to get a little bit of money on the
goes,
side. Like, this encourages a little.
a lot more work goes into your videos into like being able just to throw up commentary or a not really commentary, but a like a news related video or something like that, to where you can just basically throw some gameplay up and talk,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a big difference in like your upload frequency compared to like just a regular gaming channel.
Yeah, one of my friends, he's like, you need to start uploading every day. I'm like, dude, I can't pull a crap gamer. Then it's just not fun then.
No, he's on like 4
hobby.
videos a day level. I don't know what he does with his life.
How you could possibly even do
he's
it.
a dog trainer or something.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
That's the stories I've heard. That's how much of a part of the crumb side I am. I listen. I have my ears to the ground and everything.
Oh man, I hope you slowly move away from it though, because like I said,
I kind of want to move away from it now.
It's a good way to get started, but you eventually do just get past the point where you need to worry about them.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't normally. I mean, I might just out of spite find myself a kid Smooth video to do, and see how if he claims it.
I need a bump in ratings, so I'll just do a Kiss Move video real quick.
Well, there's
right.
I'm sure if you look at his channel here recently, there's a lot to actually just like for you to do a video on, right? Because I mean, like he's done some really dumbass videos here lately.
Oh, like
some dumbass things.
We don't
for games.
We don't watch him, so that's probably why we don't know about it.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't watch him. I see his upload and his titles, and I'm like, oh boy.
Well, yeah, a lot of them also you can tell when they're clickbait.
Well, I mean, to be honest, we all think that some of these people are clickbaity, but then you find out that's their real opinion.
You should have a title that really attracts people.
Yeah,
I mean, the title of your video can be pretty big.
The title is really what's going to make or break your video. As far as like the people just clicking on it. Now, of course, once they get there, you have to keep them there with your content. But the title is really what.
Yeah, if you can't get them in the door, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I know you had some stuff like about like DLC purchases or something like that, or like you were talking about.
Well, yeah, because I kind of want to ask you guys this question: do you guys feel like the video game industry is starting to go in a negative direction or a positive direction?
I wouldn't say it's going into a negative direction.
That's how I kind of feel these days, because while some developers are being a little nicer, especially like with DICE and the recent announcement of Star Wars Battlefront 2 not needing the season pass, apparently EA's kind of gone back on that, like, well, we haven't said anything officially, so don't jump the goose yet.
I think a lot of the times you just have these companies have to see the numbers, and they have to understand that, oh, well, maybe all this time that these gamers, oh, by the way, every time you breathe, we can hear it. Turn your mic receiving volume way down.
Let's see here. How do I do that? Oh boy, I'm new to all this stuff. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. We all got.
It's in the bottom right of the taskbar. Go to record.
He's on. I think he's on his phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh,
Then move
that's
it
why
not next to your face.
not next to your face.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a little further away. Is this better?
Yep.
Well, like, I
Yeah.
have a headset on. I have some microphone on.
Yeah, actually, that sounds pretty good.
Well, see, like I'm learning everything, so it helps, people to be a little harsh on me. It's like, hey, you sound like you're breathing through a freaking microphone. Chill out.
One thing though, I actually, I mean, now that you said that, I just logged into Watch Dogs 2, and a message popped up and said,
Hey, faggot.
"Do any of your friends like not buy the season pass? Because if they did, you can now invite them. So like
Really?
they're allowing people that don't even have the season pass content to be able to play the season pass content if you own it. So that's actually
I've had
another
Watch
good
Dogs
thing.
2 for a while, but I traded it in because I saw freaking Kingdom Hearts. I was like, oh, gotta get it.
But I see that becoming more of a trend to where, because I think even Gears 4 does that too, where you can, if somebody didn't, then you can actually invite them to your game, and they can actually play the season pass content. So I find that being more of a trend here lately than just giving out free DLC. I think that's going to be like a toss up between the two, which I think
Hey,
but I think
invite your
it's
friends
positive
or
on both
just give it
sides.
away.
I think it's
Yeah.
positive on both sides. I think that for it, but I think that in the sense, I think that like I think somebody else said this. I think that the season there or the traditional DLC is kind of a thing of the past. I think it's going to be going away here soon.
Yeah, I think there's everything is kind of cyclical. An idea starts, it has its lifespan, and then as that lifespan progresses, they see the numbers and what happens and how the industry reacts to it. But eventually, everything does shift and change. And when you have games that are becoming more services, or where or you try to keep them going as long as possible, especially because I think I retweeted it earlier on. Someone was talking about how the AAA business model for these huge blockbuster games it can be really, really hard to keep and maintain profits on that, which is fine by
Well,
me
look
because
at Star Wars Battlefront. The
and
fan
with-
base has dropped drastically.
yeah, and then you see the free weekends of all the DLCs and stuff, and the fan base goes way up, and there's way more players and getting people invested. But I think we're going to get to the idea where one of the primary concerns that game developers and publishers have will be, how do we actually keep people playing the game over time? Because that's how we're going to continue to make money off games. And I have no problem with a game. I have no issue with the concept. Who am I hearing? I'm hearing me through RPG Gamer, and you're breathing.
Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna freaking break this microphone or something. Give me a second.
Well, put it further away from, or maybe don't have it face your face.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Push to talk.
Face my face.
Can you do
How's
push to
this?
talk on phone?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
shouldn't
think
be
I
able to hear
can.
your breathing on the phone.
Hey, Brim, do you have your stream up?
No, I don't have the stream up. Why?
You have some fat guy moving his head and open his mouth on your stream. You should see it. You guys know who Gabriel Iglesias is, the comedian?
He's fluffy.
Look at Brim's stream.
What the fuck?
He's got a killer turtle and a fat guy.
What was I? I forgot the hell I was going to even say now. You threw me off with the whole fat guy on the.
What the fuck?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, we've always heard you.
Okay, well I'm pushing down the button now. Ugh. A little, so you don't have to hear me breathing when you guys are talking. Ugh.
Well, one thing relating to videos is that mic quality can have a lot to do with how people stick around. If you hear people and you hear their lips and the sounds of their mouth instead of the words coming out, that can make it hard for a lot of people to keep with the video and stay there.
True. I got this
a good
headset for cheap,
example.
like free.
A good example of that would be to go to like JTech's videos.
Oh yeah,
and listen to him, and he smacks like every time he talks and stuff like that. And that you'll it takes away from like what he's saying, because you'll it's just like, what the hell was that? And then it just keeps on happening. So you'll be able to like see what we're talking about whenever that, if you go there and listen to his videos.
True. I find JTech just freaking annoying. I mean, god damn it. I don't know who's worse, him or Crap Gamer, but they're pretty close to a tie, in my opinion.
I would say that in terms of Crap Gamer, his video, one of the problems with the videos themselves that I don't like is rock music is not the music to do talkovers. In terms of background music, rock music is not what you want to do. When trying to make your video sound I hate that.
Yeah.
That's why if I have background music, then I'll use, like, for instance, I found, believe it or not, Overwatch, on the Overwatch soundtrack, there's let me find it here. There is, if this will open up, it is Rejuvenescencia, which is like a Lucio song, because he's a DJ, and that's a song from the Overwatch soundtrack, or at least, I don't know if it's from the soundtrack, but it's an Overwatch song, and like 10 minutes or so long, and it's just this kind of gentle sort of beat in the back, where you it's there, but it doesn't ever take your attention away from from what you're saying. Really, it's used as a good way to fill in the places where you're not talking, in between sentences, in between words, and you can have something playing. It's not just dead silence.
Yeah.
And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. I don't know which I prefer, which is why I'm going to try it out a little bit and see. But I don't know. People can always tell me how they think of it.
Did y'all see anything about this DaddyOFive situation?
No.
Some child abuser on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what I heard about.
It just as a seriously has put me in a state of mind that I this guy just pisses me off.
He waylaid on his kid on video, right? Like, he straight up like beat the shit out of her or some shit. Like, that's what I was told. I never wanted to look into it because I know I'd get pissed. So I just.
It's a little boy that's not even really his, or not really even. It's okay. It's his biological kid, but it was he ended up getting her through, different, like through the court systems or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the mom that's in the picture is not his mom, but it happens to be like him being the butt of all these pranks. And
okay.
There was one where one of the older kids had picked him up and then like body slammed, like just like, I guess, suplexed him or whatever onto the ground. They have picked him up and they basically held him down and was hitting him. Another kid kicked him in the nuts. The parents, it was started out so innocent. Like the mom was like, I got this invisible ink and we're gonna go spray it on his floor and we're gonna act like that he, you know. And it was like really innocent. Like, and all of a sudden, it like the parents just go, "What the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot!" Like, I mean, just like cussing at him and screaming like full on. And then at the end, I mean, this kid is like in distraught. This kid, and then he's like, "It's just a prank, brah." And
it's just a prank, bro.
Like continuing on, and like there's an instance like Philip DeFranco had some clips pointed out, but where this kid is like shoved from the back down to the ground, but the kid ends up hitting his face on a bookshelf. The kid is,
it's pretty fucking brutal.
And the kid's reaching up towards the keyboard, and the dad just like slams his fist down on the kid's arm.
Oh god.
Yeah, and there's actually one thing where they're actually flipping a water bottle. And the water bottle, he's like, the water bottle's got to sit on flip it, and it's got to sit on the bottom. And if it doesn't, then there's a consequence. So they go through it, and then all of a sudden, like, it cuts to like the one of the boys and the sister, and he's like, you don't hit girls, but she's your sister, so she don't count. And he just slaps the shit out of her. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like the Child Protective Services, have came to their house. And so Philip DeFranco checked into it. And they sure enough did come, and they found nothing wrong, but they never checked YouTube.
Oh wow. What the fuck?
So this DaddyOFive is all of a sudden like taking down all of his videos. Now, mind you, he has like millions of subscribers. Every single video. But Philip DeFranco was like, yeah, but thankfully this is the internet, and we just mass downloaded his whole entire channel. So they are forwarding that over to Child Protective Services, all these videos. And I hope that, I mean, this kid, I mean, it's, if you were a child abuse, and I never was, but I mean,
We
yeah.
what
got
they
you.
go
We
through,
got you.
but
Secret, stay with us.
doing is like hurting this kid completely beyond just the physical part or the even just like the cussing part. Like they're creating a, like the school shooters and stuff like that that happens later on in life, that
Oh, yeah.
it starts at this young age.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this like was one of the worst parts. Like he went on Keemstar's channel, the dad did, and there was a video talking about they were going to Disneyland, but they weren't taking this one kid, the same kid that they keep on picking on all these videos. They just happen to not be taking him, and they're going with all the other kids and another family and everybody else. They're all going to go have fun, but they're not taking him. And the reason why they use on this video smeared shit all over the walls, all over the house, just smeared shit everywhere. Now this, mind you, if you're a kid and you go to, you're pretty popular on YouTube, you're going to your friends and telling them, we got this YouTube channel, the great, and so your friends are watching this channel, and so your friends are seeing that this kid, your friends are seeing that you wipe shit everywhere, and so on Keemstar's video, the dad says, well, the real reason it wasn't because he was wiping poop everywhere. We just said that. It was a different reason, but I would choose not to say it because he asked me not to say it because it'd be too embarrassing for him. And I'm thinking,
gosh,
and you don't think fucking wiping shit
that must be
everywhere?
pretty bad. And when in smearing your fecal matter all over the place can be a sign of some serious deep psychological issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Philip DeFranco, he talked to some child psychologists, and they all came back and said that there's some deep rooted psychological issues there with the kid if they're doing that. There could be, I mean, obviously some kids just do it.
Some kids just like to spoop with the poop.
Yeah, but the whole, I mean, it just,
we slap those kids.
It infuriates me that we have these channels being taken down left and right because of opinions on transgendered or whatever, whatever the case may be. But here it is, like full on child abuse.
Right back.
And they're allowed to flourish at up to 3 million subscribers.
Yeah, it's fucked up. What's even worse is like the child abuse was being reported, and they're just like, they go to the home. Oh, there's nothing wrong here. Nothing wrong here whatsoever. Even though they're online.
Okay, now I guess he might have. I don't know if he's lost subscribers or what, because I know that he was bigger than this, but he only has 766,000 subscribers.
Oh, good.
Basically, they said the family was just destroyed over false accusations.
Right. Yeah. False. Yeah.
Yeah. So false that we deleted all the videos.
Just a prank, bro. Fucking idiots, dude. Like, this is why these people should not have kids ever. I mean, Jesus Christ. See, like, here's the thing. Like, when there's shit like that goes on, there's a lot of channels here that have tried this, and they at least had the behind the scenes footage showing people that this was all fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want to just ask these idiots, like, where's your footage at? Because this isn't the first time that we've heard of like this happening with children. So like, where's your footage at to prove that you're innocent? Because if you have it and you're smart enough to have it, then people can lay off of you. But obviously you don't have it. So why the fuck should people lay off of you? Because you said your family's destroyed? I mean, you kind of destroyed it yourself, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
You fucking morons.
There was one prank. They actually have a DaddyOFive channel, and I guess she still has a little bit of videos up. But there was one prank that they had a kid dress up like a burglar, and
boy.
the dad came out with a fucking gun pointed at his kid.
What?
What?
The
That's
hell?
horrible.
That's healthy.
Hey, you're my
Jesus Christ! The fuck?
Mom, you do it.
Jesus, man, that's wow.
How these people still have their kids, I have no idea.
Dude, like Shane lives in a state where if his kids even do the goddamn dishes,
Yeah.
they'll take his kids away from him.
California, the kids fucking are. It's so strict, dude. All's one has to do is go like to school and bitch like, I have chores and I can't play outside until they're done. CPS at your door. It's like, really?
Oh my.
Yeah, and
so-
like I know CPS is like taking kids away for far less than this. Even times where it wasn't even warranted. It was just like an actual accident. But here you actually
What's his father's YouTube channel? It was something.
DaddyOFive. DaddyOFive.
Daddy 01 and through Daddy 04, they were failed experiments. Like this one is. It just took a while for us to see.
This is the real child we're proud of.
Oh
But
yeah.
But they also have like the mommy 05, and that's where you'll actually see the prank where the prank gone wrong, dad pulls a gun.
Oh yeah, prank went real wrong.
I've never actually looked down the business end of a gun. It must be very harrowing.
And if you actually go to the mommy of 5 channel, you'll see the kid I'm talking about, the Cody guy, the Cody one that actually gets the brunt end of everything. It's the redheaded. It's literally the redheaded stepchild. The poor kid is the one with the glasses and the red hair.
I feel sorry for that kid.
Oh man, it just. If you want a full on thing and I really want to know more about it, I can't without me just like incriminating myself in case anything does happen to this guy. Go watch Philip DeFranco's channel. He has 3 videos on this dad, on this family, and it's like quite disturbing that they're even allowed to have 1, let alone 5 kids.
Is their YouTube channel still up, or is it being taken down?
No, it hasn't been taken down. Like they're not going to like I don't. They're petitioning YouTube to take it down.
Well, they need to. Jeez. And freaking gaming channels get taken off just for doing let's plays of Mario.
I guess Mr. Repsion did a video with this guy. Oh, mom, the mom, I guess. The fuck?
I don't like Repsion. I never have. But that he's spineless.
Barely hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, RPG gamer. I can barely hear him.
Oh.
How about now? I feel like I'm in a Verizon commercial. How about now?
No, you're still really quiet.
I have him turned like all the way up and I can't hear him.
Oh yeah, I can't hear him either.
It's the headset.
Wouldn't happen to be an official licensed PlayStation one. Would it?
How about this now?
Holy
Hey,
shit.
oh god!
He got an Xbox one. Hold on, I gotta turn him down.
No, because this is the headset I use when I play my PlayStation. The other one I was using was my earbuds when I go out walking. So obviously the microphone really helps. So I didn't even know the microphone was working. And no one's talking. Did I scare everyone? Is my voice that scary?
It's definitely not.
Thank God.
So the new Call of Duty. What do you guys think about that?
I don't.
I'll get it. I'm thinking about it all the
Oh, no
time.
thoughts.
Day one.
Well, I mean, I'll definitely be getting it because of the collection. But my son is like a huge Call of Duty person, so I'll have to be getting it day one for sure.
For
Oh.
really,
I only care about the
I've been
campaign.
burned out on
I
Call
won't
of
be playing the
Duty.
multiplayer.
Yeah, I just can't take it anymore. Freaking point your gun at this, shoot it. Now just keep playing the rest of this game.
Yep.
I'm good to see. I'm good to see it go back to World War II. I'm glad to see it's going back to World War II. We need to. We know it's always good to see
Boots on ground.
that. So we'll have to see how the gameplay is. If it's full of cheap bullshit nonsense, then I won't be a huge fan.
The
But
world.
if it's kind of fleshed out but simple in the same way that Call of Duty 4 was or Black Ops 1 was, then I really like it.
The worldwide
Am I
reveal
the only
live
person in the world that
stream
wants a
is
Black Ops 1
Thursday.
remaster?
Or Wednesday, one of the two.
You said the worldwide reveal.
Yeah, the actual gameplay.
Yeah, I think it's actually supposed to be. I think Tuesday. I thought it was the 25th, but let me.
No, it's the
Let me go to the
26th,
Call of Duty
whatever
channel.
day that is.
Oh, that's Wednesday then. Yeah. So yeah, that's supposed to be coming out soon, and I'm actually kind of excited about it. I want to see what the game.
I mean, I'm not going to write it off yet, but I'm not going to have a lot of faith in it.
It's kind of different though, I think, from the PC community standpoint, because like Call of Duty has never really been a go-to shooter on PC.
Yeah, it's just not. I mean, there's just too stiff competition.
Yeah, I think that whenever maybe a long time ago it was. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah,
I know
maybe- I mean,
right now the numbers
Call of
just
Duty
aren't there.
4 is fine, and if they make a good game, I mean, it has the potential absolutely to be really good and popular, but there's just so many other good games to play.
I definitely would put Call of Duty on a back burner for now until I start seeing gameplay. That's when I'll make my call on it. But to me, it's going to be another Call of Duty game unless the story's any different. That's
Well, I
my
mean, this
two
was going back to World War II.
America
supposed
wins.
to be,
In
yeah.
the end, Hitler dies.
Spoiler.
God
Fuck,
damn it,
man.
Greg, stop spoiling the game already.
Oh, speaking of which, it was just his birthday. You guys all wish the family and everybody
Do you smoke
happy
a
birthday.
doobie in his honor?
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
It was Hitler's birthday just recently.
Oh, I didn't know
Yesterday.
that.
That's what 420 is, Rambo. You didn't know that?
That's a real thing. That was really his
Shit,
birthday.
man.
Yeah.
I knew I forgot something. That's what happens when you're busy getting high all day. You forget everything. I swear I was
much.
supposed to put
So
something
wait a minute. April 20th is really his birthday?
Yeah.
Yes.
To be.
I mean, not this year, but
Wow. Well, no, yeah, I know, but I mean, that's still kind of like Get High Day is the same day as his birthday. That just
the world's
you-
biggest coincidence.
smoke weed.
Well, the thing that it's a common thing between the both situations is there's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
That must be why
Oh my
420 is
God.
420, right?
A lot of vapors.
Because you like to kill the
Clean.
Afghan, bro? Yeah?
I'm actually-
Whoa!
I am actually interested though to see what they focused on in the World War II era. Did they focus on the Hitler or did they focus on the Japanese? What did they focus on?
I
Do they
think
actually-
they're
could
focused
they
more
include
on
all of it?
Hitler just because
Well, it's gonna have
now if you kinda
Americans
attack
in
the
it.
Japanese, it
spoiler
looks
alert.
bad.
Well, I'm thinking that I'm thinking that they could possibly do both storylines, like in the jump back to maybe a different person that's fighting in the Japanese portion of it, and then back and forth.
Well, one of those people is
Kinda
going to have to
interesting.
be black or gay, or it's not going to fly.
Hey,
Or a female.
Total soldier.
That too. 'Cause
And that's just
so
like
many
somebody-
females were in World War II, right?
Exactly.
Well,
Well,
just
it'd be
like
like
the-
Battlefield 1, and like
Yeah,
a
just
fourth
like
of the Germans are black.
Yeah, just like all the black people in World War I, where that didn't happen. So
And don't you know the tanks were made out of puppies and rainbows and marshmallows?
I don't know if did y'all see what's it called? Did y'all see Fratenga's new video? The one about or one of his new videos. I don't know if it's his recent one, but where this I think it's a GameSpot or Games Rant article talking about Destiny 2 coming to PC, how it's kind of bad.
Who
Yes,
said
because
that?
access to a new game.
There
is
was
totally bad.
there was a article written primarily has been following Destiny and writing about Destiny, but he's like how Destiny 2 coming to the PC is actually a bad thing.
Really? What kind of mental hopscotch do you have to play to think that?
Well, get this. Like the reason why is because he fears that. Well, the PlayStation has built a community based on this. Early DLC and crap.
Really? Since
has
when?
built a community based on this, and there's a large good portion of the player base on PlayStation. And now that they're going to be able to get the game at 60 frames per second and a better higher resolution and all that stuff like that, he fears that more people will jump ship over to the PC and it will leave the PlayStation community a little bit behind.
Like, so the Sony overlords can't control them anymore. Oh no.
So it's just,
you don't make game for PC. Damn you.
it's just like,
no, that's what a terrible attitude to have.
instead of complaining about the 1 year time DLC, instead of complaining about that, we're going to complain that it's going to PC. And I'm thinking, because he was like, well, in MLG and Destiny's trying to get into MLG, and the PC is going to be probably the place to play it, and instead of the PlayStation, and that's where the home of the Destiny is. And I was like, well, first of all, there's two arguments there to be had. Who cares?
I don't know about this home business
argument. And the other argument would be, well, PlayStation has like the Call of Duty DLC. The Call of Duty is on, PC, and yet the MLG portion of the game is played on the PlayStation.
No, it's only bad when the other people have it.
Yeah, it blew my mind, like his mental gymnastics that he had to go around. It kind of threw me for a loop. I've never seen somebody downplay going to like the reasons for it to going to PC the way he did, and not complain about any of the actual true negatives of the whole industry and of the Destiny.
It's being fractured because there's no that's one of those games where there's no reason for it not to be crossplay. Sony's just being cunts.
Well, I'm not sure if that's Sony. I don't know if that's Sony not because
it normally tends to be.
Well, the reason why I say that is because Sony has a bunch of crossplay with. They have a problem with going crossplay with PC. It's more the crossplay with Xbox.
Yeah, no, that's what would really benefit them, especially. Well, it's the gamers.
Yeah, I think that's more of just a business decision because it can affect their bottom line as far as like how much money they make.
I think if the sales were more neck and neck between the two, they would be more open to the idea.
I think that with them being so far apart, they know now that if they do it, if they don't do it, then people are still going to continue to buy the PlayStation to play, the games with their people over there. But whereas if they were neck to neck, they would be more inclined to, because like they would want to keep themselves in a competitive standpoint.
They give people, they give people every advantage possible.
Not to buy a Xbox or whatever. Yeah, so I think that's the bottom line is just that they're for the companies, and I can't hate on them for that, but then I also can't. I can see the
definitely not
negative
applaud them
sure.
for it.
No, that's it. I'm not going to applaud them for it, but I can't hate on them for it because it is their right to make the most money. But that's capitalism at its finest,
Oh well, that's what you get when you're winning your precious console war. I mean, does it really help you?
Well, according to all the PlayStation fanboys, they employ these type of things. They're happy, like locked to a console. It's just weird that their reasoning.
Well, imagine being a person who hinges their personal pride on how well a product of theirs sells. A product that have nothing to do with that they just happen to own also sells to other people. Imagine being so immensely shallow. And insecure.
I've never understood that. It's not like I've ever looked up like the model of my Samsung TV and going.
It's like, are you a stockholder or something?
It's a popular TV, man. I like that. That makes this TV even that much better.
A lot of people are buying my TV and not fucking insignias or anything.
It's like I've never understood the brand loyalty to where it hinges on how many people buy the product you own.
You know, it's like that's why when people talk about things like you know, a PC Master Race is like it's not a fan of any brand, it's the fan of all the features.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, there are people that are you know, of course, the fringe people that are the fanboys of like the brands of AMD
yeah, I
and
mean,
Nvidia,
like,
but
yeah, maybe there's some of those, yeah. I mean, I don't want Nvidia to do bad, but that doesn't mean I want Nvidia to do good, but I want AMD to do good as well. So, guess
Yeah.
that's the real difference.
Yep.
I would
Whereas,
love
like,
to
you
have.
know, every time an Xbox fanboy learns that a PlayStation sold, is like it just makes him angry and upset. Like it's a personal, I don't know, like they have to hold these personal grudges against people. I
You're
don't
breathing
know.
the same air as me. You deserve to die.
I seen one tweet out that his friend, he quit talking, like he blocked him, quit talking to him.
Who?
Was that Sierra Air, that one that always messed with you? And you know the gameplayness was the other guy.
Yeah.
The gameplayness bought a PS4 and he quit talking to him. He like blocked him and everything because he bought a PS4. He betrayed the Xbox brand.
Yeah, man.
I'm like going, for fuck's sake. I'm like, what does it matter? Like, if you're a gamer, you should be okay with whatever the fuck that somebody's playing on.
You would think, wouldn't you, as a sane, functioning adult? But we're not dealing with sane, functioning adults.
No, we're really not. I really don't know what it is we're actually dealing with when it comes to these people as far as.
I don't know, man. I mean, it
It's
all
like
comes down to what do you, is like in your life, there are certain things that you should take pride in, your accomplishments and your achievements and the things that you do and the ideas you have. But if all of that comes to, if you put so much stock in the identity of, there are people out there who buy things that I have also bought, and that makes us some sort of a community, or that makes us some sort of a team. I mean, that's really, that's a pretty pathetic way to go about your life, and it's something I never really understood. And you think it's something that people would joke about, but it's not. People are serious.
Yeah, they've actually thought that since I have the PlayStation collection and I play on PlayStation, that I was part of their little cult or
PlayStation
community
Legion.
or whatever. And or their mindset, I guess, because like apparently since I don't like fight with him and fight with the people, and I actually ask them like not to tweet like them stupid ass pictures that they always put out. You're gonna do it. Attack me. Am I going? What? Like, I'm not. We're not like one little mind, like hive mind, like everybody thinks of, like because I own a PlayStation. I was like, I just happen to own a PlayStation. That's just the brand that I chose at that time. So it has nothing to do
You
with.
don't understand that you're like your Twitter icon. You don't understand it's making fun of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They actually think that I'm.
So he's like, no, I'm making fun of you because you're always calling me that. It's like you don't get it. He's like, you don't understand.
Same with
Basically,
Nope.
no level are you do you comprehend this? It's like I'm making fun of you, and the fact that you haven't seen that, it really is funny. It's like it's a fucking pody dressed up as a PlayStation exclusive thing, and there's fucking trophy in the name. He's like, yeah, he's taking the piss on you.
Same with the pony sound effects that were just in the live stream. I had nothing to do with that. That comes out of Rambo's mouth.
Oh yeah, I didn't even hear it, to tell you the truth. I could have it on mute. So
Brim, if there's galloping or neighing in your stream, it wasn't me. It was Rambo.
I thought that was like every stream though.
You should make like an MLP character, and his ass is like the Sony logo or
There
something,
you go.
and just run with it.
Have like Kratos like stamped on its ass.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
huh?
Like, you got to come up with some sort of some MLP like name. You can talk to Fun Fact. He can get you set in the right direction. It was about a month ago. Him and Jack were they had a show running on like a video sharing site where you'll watch like a rabbit or something like. Sure, I'll watch. I've never seen it before, and it's not a bad show as far as ideal kid shows go. It's not a bad show at all, but no, I see the appeal. I'll say that I understand that there is a level of appeal that kind of goes along with it, and I can see that, but Not enough for me. I was just there for the snarky commentary. They were explaining all the lore and everything. They were explaining to me like these are these kinds of ponies and these are these kinds of ponies and this is this character and this character and this is this dragon and this is why he's. I mean, there's like a backstory to everything, and I was kind of surprised at how kind of deep down it goes.
I've watched it like because of my daughters, and it just irritates me because like it's just so. I watched it so much that I can't.
It's burned into his brain.
Yeah, I can't even stand to begin to want to watch it or even to try to watch it for fun or anything like that. It was actually kind of funny.
My Little Pony.
One of the guys was
Death
one of the Xbox guys was
Yeah.
talking about how
Deathlock.
they're weird because they're weird because of underage anime girls and all these different things or whatever. They're suspect. You shouldn't even be wanting to even say they're exclusive. And I'm like going, it's just a game. Like you're looking way too far into it. This guy, somebody responded back going, here you are with a My Little Pony icon, and you're saying what's weird and what's not weird. Like you're a grown man with a My Little Pony thing. So I mean, like it's
become like this sort of counterculture kind of thing.
yeah,
It's weird. It's weird thinking back because I was around with like the first gen when it came out, and it really was for like little girls and stuff. And it's weird to look back and be like, you know what? It's gonna be a bunch of dudes who grown ass dudes who are really into the show.
I would have never have thought that. Never in my life would I ever have thought that grown men would be the one that would be talking about My Little Pony rather than little 18 or little, to 8-10-year-old girls.
Hey, more power to them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's cool. I mean, it doesn't bother to me. But they're just not something that I can do.
What, touching yourself to My Little Pony porn? Yeah? Yeah?
So
I
how
heard you
come
already
you're so
talked-
strong? Because I've been jerking it to horse ass for 5 years now.
I can't even begin to even look at that My Little Pony porn. It's
Check out
troubling.
my triceps, bitches!
I mean, what's crazy is that some of it, because you hang around the Game Talk and some of the other servers I'm in with these people, and there's a lot of it posted, and some of it is extremely high quality. Like this is a big deal. I mean, it's like furry art and stuff. I mean, like it's a big deal. It's
Like
it's a
detailed
serious
dicks and
business.
everything.
Oh yeah, like the fucking veins and the shit. Like it's a big deal. These are very
Yeah.
talented artists who make a lot of money drawing
Oh, yeah.
horse porn.
I just
Sorry,
never,
pony porn.
I've never in my life thought that there was actually ever. I never even knew there was a thing until, like, I guess I started becoming more and more
Until you got woke.
into like the internet, like the social media aspect of it, and then all of a sudden, like, I became woke, and holy shit, man. I won't even click now. Now I won't even click on the not safe for work channel.
Some of it's pretty crazy.
Like it's always white, like saying there's new messages there. That's always white because I'm not clicking on it to find out what's in there. There's some very interesting shit.
Do it.
Well, no, because my kids are
Like
around
it-
too. And I'm like, I don't really want to explain to my kids like why Rainbow Dash has, yeah, it just
Well,
yeah,
Rainbow Dash now has a cock,
yeah.
and she's pounding. What's another one? Scootaloo. That's another one.
I was like,
Scootaloo.
I have no idea because I just know that Rainbow Dash because that's my daughter's favorite one.
That is she's very iconic, I believe.
Well, I mean, if it's just one-on-one pony porn, that's pretty mild for the Game Talk. Usually, like, one pony has, like, 6 dicks inside of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Taking the whole fucking village.
I know.
When they heard about needing to repopulate the village, they took it seriously.
I don't know, but hey, I don't mind it really. It's just like most porn for me. It's one of those just.
It's not that I mind. Is I don't want my kids like seeing it because it's like
You want them to see real man porn.
I mean, if they are going to watch porn, actual porn to see, how actually.
Guy on guy action, Rambo? Is that what you're promoting, huh?
No, not
Real
even.
man porn? Yeah?
Silence.
I know.
Oh,
You know,
Lord.
you gotta-
I'm just
you know?
not gonna have kids, so I don't have to worry about this shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not gonna either.
I mean, I was really sheltered in terms of that sort of stuff. So I remember the first time, I saw everything, and I was like trembling. I was like, what the fuck? That's what's been going on down there this whole time. Well, there were some friends who lived down the street from me. They were the Terrys, and they had gotten their hands on it was a Playboy magazine, and they had brought it over. It's like, hey, you want to check this out? And I'm like, what is that? And they showed it to me. I'm like, holy shit, the holy of holies, what hath God wrought? And what they did was they buried it in the pebbles of the school playground so that it would be discovered by the kids. And that was that.
Yeah, I think everyone's first experience was with Playboy. Like, mine was when I was 13, and then I had my 10-year-old brother sell them to the neighbors, because they had no way of, like, getting them. But I just took them from my dad's room, so yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Mom wasn't a good enough porn star.
I don't know. Do you like Skeletor?
I was probably about around 12 or 13 whenever I first came across Playboy. It was either Playboy or Hustler, one of the two. I can't remember exactly which one, but it's really weird now though, going into like a Barnes and Noble and seeing Playboy on the regular magazine rack without no cover on it.
Yeah.
It's really like when I first saw it, like, why is this thing sitting here no cover at Barnes and Noble? And I'm like,
because it's
like,
that's the point.
It was like it has no nudity in it. I was like, what?
The Playboy doesn't?
No, like they changed. It's basically like a Maxim magazine now.
Oh well, okay.
So
usually
I
with
opened
famous like internet personalities now, right?
Yeah. I opened it up and I was like, huh, this is really strange. Like now
see,
you actually have to read it for the articles.
You see the Miley Cyrus leaked things?
No.
She's not bad looking.
Wait, she just had another leak, or
her titties?
Oh.
Ah.
Shit, I think she walks red carpets with like mesh shirts. You pretty much get the idea without getting a virus on your PC.
Yeah, I mean, she
is a body positive feminist. I'll say that.
She's something. I can tell you that.
Your nipples look like milk.
Free the nip, and we're like, yeah, do it.
You should love yourself because of your milk dud like nipples. Yay, women!
Miley looks like a nasty whore. Why, Blaze?
Well, it looks like Trump has actually fired the U.S. Surgeon General that he put in place.
Oh, nice.
It didn't take long.
Vivek Murthy.
Why?
I don't know. It just says the 19th Surgeon General was abruptly dismissed on Friday. In a statement, Dr. Vivek Murthy said he was humbled and honored to have served in the position. The Surgeon General is the country's, I guess, highest thing. But yeah, it looks like that Trump just just outed him. I don't know why.
What did he do? No,
it doesn't really give of course, I mean, you're asking me to have Twitter actually give me the proper reason, but wait a minute. No, I don't really see a reason. Oh, okay. She's temporarily replaced by Sylvia Trent Adams. Maybe it's to put a woman there. I don't know. I don't really know.
Maybe it's because he told people the truth. Not many of them do anymore.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Vivek, somebody actually tweeted this out. I'm not really sure if this is actually the reason why, but this is what somebody tweeted out. Vivek Murthy barely got confirmed because he believes gun violence is a public health issue.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah, I think that he deserves to be replaced in.
Yeah, you could toodaloo. Bye-bye.
Yep, that's the thing now, I guess. So.
Oh, hey, World War III is supposed to start in May, like May 17th.
Shit, I need to come up with some sort of a disease or allergy or some shit.
You said May 17th?
Yeah, it's one of these conspiracy theorists that like every year, like 5 different groups give a day that the world's gonna end. Well, one of them predicted World War III is gonna start May 17th.
Awesome. Awesome. That's like close to like the end of school.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yay.
So
should have
Have a
plenty
good
of
summer,
troops.
kids.
early summer. That's actually a good thing. I'm gonna let my kids know you're gonna have an early summer this year. May 17th is when it starts.
Early summer before the nuclear winter.
I guess
And,
May 16th because I gotta take driving time to the country.
and if you don't do your chore, you're gonna enlist.
Yes.
It's like, you better finish your broccoli or else you're going into the infantry.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to teach my kids now like because I've always given them chores or whatever, but they came to me and had the audacity to tell me, well, why don't we get allowance like so and so like, and I guess one of their friends is a only kid and gets $50 a week.
Holy shit!
Shit.
I was like, well, first of all, I was like, your friend was never going to appreciate the dollar. And I said, second of all, I said, we do give you
He's
an
gonna
allowance.
he's gonna really appreciate that free ass $50 a week when he gets
Yeah.
a job.
Yeah. I said,
Like, well, I'm not his
allowance. You know,
parent, so
I said, you have a phone, you have internet, you have a PlayStation, you have all these games, you have the TV, the cable, the DVR. I gave up all these different things, and they're like, yeah, but that's just that's just stuff. I was like, but we can't buy anything. I was like, well, okay, how about this? I said, whenever you don't
listen here, you little shit who has like a fucking Xbox and a PlayStation and all this bull crap.
I was
Listen
like,
here.
when you don't complete your chore
I
the
beat
next
you.
day,
That's
I
the
said, you
agreement.
don't. I was like, you don't get paid. So they were like, okay, well, what does that mean? So I explained it to them, and then um it was kind of funny. My daughter didn't do all of her dishes, and so my wife texted her and said, due to non-payment of service, your services have been interrupted for the X amount of hours. And, thank you for as always, thank you for choosing the Kyle Family Network. And so whenever she came home, like everything was like cut off to her room. She had no phone, no nothing. And after that, I think they really have drilled in like they want. Okay, wait a minute. I actually lose shit. So they just they. I'm trying to teach them like actually like the value of work, not or being part of I guess the family of actually helping out and shit rather than I'm doing this because I want money.
Yeah, and besides, I mean, you're a kid. You should be helping your parents whenever you possibly can, and you definitely, as much as your parents pay for everything, man, you show them. You say, hey, this was our electricity bill this month, by the way. So you don't have to pay any of this. So consider yourself
Lucky.
a mooch.
Dude, I need to learn how to like not be a softie when it comes to that kind of shit. Like I have to basically go tell my kid's mom. Like
I heard.
Fucking smack them.
they didn't do their shit. You need to ground them because I don't
I
have
know,
the
I'm
heart
not-
to do that.
I'm no softy. I look at them, they start crying. I'm like, I don't give a shit. You can cry all you want. Just go do it somewhere else.
Yeah,
Like,
my
you're
parents would get
you're-
upset if I cried like a little bitch. So I stopped doing it because it made them
Actually-
angrier.
Well, yeah, actually, like whenever they were younger, when they started crying, like because they got in trouble, I was like, "Look at you. If you don't quit crying, I am going to give you a reason to cry."
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
like
what
when
my
you go around, it's like, Mom, Dad, I'm bored. I was like, oh, you're bored, huh? I'll give you something to do. And then you're waxing the car or some bullshit like that. Picking
the
up every stick on the lawn.
we lived in the country on 5 acres, and my kids like came to us like, "Well, I'm bored," and I was like, the picking up sticks was actually a perfect thing because they actually had to pick up sticks across 5 acres. They never once after they did that said they were bored.
I don't know. I always found ways to entertain myself.
There are so many ways to entertain yourself nowadays.
There really are. But I mean, the sad part about it is like the digital world has made it to where people are like almost like immune to going outside.
And yet, still, I feel like black tar heroin would be a better choice in life.
It'll make that digital stuff so much better.
I prefer real black tar heroin to the digital version.
But then again, if you get hooked, like I've told many people, it's like making love with a gorilla. You're not done till the gorilla's done.
Wow. I can see you having that drug talk with your kids. That'd be kind of confusing.
Dad, are the drugs gonna be like the gorilla? Yes.
No, my kids are too much.
Drugs are like the sex gorilla of who's.
It would be really hard to see, like, for me to see one of my kids doing drugs. I really don't think they have it in them. Of course, I say that now. Next week, one of them will be addicted to fucking crack. I don't know. I'm just saying.
My ex-wife.
What are you so quiet for, Brim?
Oh, just
No.
sitting here. I'm conducting my business here. Black tar heroin and whatnot to neighbors. I feel that would actually be a good step in the right direction. I feel more people need to get into that drug on this planet, so that way it would keep the rest of us that are sane alive longer. Because prison is a bitch and killing people is illegal. Bad, okay.
At least he's not trying to clap with his dick in his hand again. He was doing that the other day. It was a horrible mess.
What, he's like clapping with his. Like, what do you mean?
He was trying to clap with his dick in one of his hands.
Yeah.
So he's smacking his dick every time he claps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah.
Well, every now and then I just gotta take a shot to the nuts to get in the mood, So I'm like, fuck it. This is how I roll here. This is how my sex life is. I might as well just punch myself in the nuts.
Works for you,
to get
man.
hard. Hey, whatever gets you hard, right?
Just shoot myself with some bull testosterone.
Fucking inject yourself with Red Bull. It has traces of bull testosterone or whatever in it, right?
That's actually false, but yes, that's actually.
Rambo says that because if you watch his live streams like I do, he normally has a fat ass Red Bull sitting right next to him. I'm talking like
20
ounces. It's huge.
Rambo, you're like.
No, I checked into it because I drink it a lot, and so whenever that thing went out, I actually like researched on the internet and like found out that was actually a false article, like to mislead people not to drink Red Bull.
It's not actually made out of processed Red Bulls.
No, it's really not.
Or as they say in Mexico, El Toro Rojo.
And she's like, well, I guess it tastes good. So I mean, she's okay with bull testosterone, I guess.
Some chicks, they want that extra. They want their man to have that extra, umph in the bedroom.
Is that what Red Bull does? Holy shit! Hold
Yeah,
on. I'll be right
yeah.
back.
It gives you the strength of the bull.
I thought it gave you wings.
Well, it kind of does give you wings.
I think it opens up so many possibilities when you have wings.
So you can like glide right into that nice tight asshole, right?
Pretty much.
Hey, sounds good. I mean, I know Rambo's down for that shit.
Oh God, what am I down for? I'm
the brown in your town, sir, to be pounded. You like it? I asked your wife. She already told me.
He likes those dark assholes, the ones that look like they've been beaten up.
Hey, dark doesn't have anything to do with the kind of poundage it's taken.
I know Brim and Rambo are like fucking like homophobic when it comes to dark assholes. They're like, get it away.
Like I like it. I like it when an asshole is just a little darker than the area around it.
No, I prefer like the bleached asshole look.
Just clean.
Yeah, it looks clean. You know what I mean? It's just
when it's dark. When it's a little bit darker, you just gotta like wonder like why.
Well, poop first off, but I'm just saying.
Did the person just take a shit? Like, you gotta wonder. So yeah.
All I gotta say is this, Rambo. If you're wondering if your girl's having a lot of like large amounts of butt sex without you, and poop isn't the first thing that comes to your mind, you got more issues than being afraid of butt sex.
Or it shows what he knows about anuses. He doesn't spend much time back there, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. Not everyone's got it.
Did y'all by chance see the new Antifa thing that happened?
You gotta be more specific than that.
At Berkeley.
Yeah.
Like the big fight and everything.
Explosives and shit.
And there was like a big fight and all.
Yeah, during that fight, I guess Antifa decided to they thought that what would be great because like we were going to one up the other people that were yelling and screaming at us that we were going to throw actual low level explosives.
Awesome. That'll win hearts and minds.
Yeah, but actually, what's funny is like the UC Berkeley police actually sent out a like the protesters talking about, do you want us to make symbolic arrest to the liberal? They asked the liberal people, do you want us to make symbolic arrest to the people that were actually partaking in the rally, like arresting people just for being there?
Why?
Apparently, they're siding. I mean, they're siding with Antifa on this. They're siding with that. That Antifa is the part, that portion's okay.
Well, they weren't allowed to interfere with the rioting and stuff that happened. They were told to stand down from their police chief or whatever.
Yeah, I think that it goes into the whole idea that they were allowing the Antifa just to do whatever they needed to do.
Yeah.
It's a scary thought.
It's sad that, first off, Antifa is a joke of an organization, if you can call it an organization.
Yeah.
But what an absolute joke. I mean, that it's ridiculous that a group can be so lacking in self-awareness. They legitimately believe that they can just was like, well, you can't possibly be a fascist if you put anti in front of it, right? And we're doing almost just part and parcel every single thing that fascists actually do, but it can't possibly be us. We're the good guys
Because we have anti in front of us.
Yeah, we have anti. We're not. See, we're very upfront about it, very honest about it.
It's just it really it kind of it troubles me to see that the police department is actually like siding with this type of mentality, because it passed Berkeley into other areas of the world. It's where that becomes like some sort of like new norm. And the police officers not doing their job is just like mind. It seems like anybody that got hurt during that riot, and with the police chief that police department as well, because they're there to protect and serve.
Yeah, but you saw at the riots, there's that dude who was going up to the police who was just sitting there. And it's like, what are you guys doing? How come you're not doing anything? It's like, well, you gotta take that up with the people telling us not to do anything.
Wow.
I don't know. It seems like they only have a problem when it's coming from like white people usually. So
well, it's all about this is a left-right thing.
Because the people in Antifa are even white too, but it's just that to like just beat the living shit out of people and now throw explosives and just do nothing. They consider that to be progress.
what is a low-grade explosive? Like a firecracker taped to a bottle full of quarters or some shit?
One of my cum shots.
It was like when how you do the pop bottle bombs,
Mm-hmm.
explosives. They just called them low level explosives, but they weren't firecrackers. They were actually there was actually somebody that actually got hurt from one of these explosives.
What they should do though is get a couple of M80s, fill up a glass bottle with nothing but pennies and shit, tape the M80s to the fucking bottle, light the M80s, and throw it. Watch some motherfuckers run when that explodes.
Well, I mean, what's going to happen next time is like the rally people are going to like try to. They're like, okay, well, you're bringing explosives, so we're going to one up you. I mean, it's just going to continue going back and forth until it's
a big problem.
Yeah, I fear what it's going to end up becoming.
Some bad stuff can happen if it keeps going this way. I mean, if the police do not meet them right, and if they don't just rip these, once these protests get violent, once they start throwing shit and breaking things and the police don't go in there, that's it. They've got to step in. They got to do something.
That says something.
Antifa, they're bad people. They're bad people.
The news actually covering like anything in what Antifa did as far as the explosives. They focused on one of the rally people, the people that were there for whatever they called him a pro-Trump, but I mean it wasn't really a pro-Trump rally. It was like some sort of other thing, but it was more right-wing stuff. But they focused on him punching an Antifa person, and like that was like those people, the right are getting violent. That was their narrative on the news, like with CNN and stuff. and they weren't even talking about the Antifa throwing explosives. Like it was like mind-boggling how even the news is spinning it to where basically Antifa was like a peaceful demonstration, or a peaceful anti-riot, or
And
anti-protest,
don't believe
or
that
whatever
crap
it was.
People just
Well,
don't believe the media.
I see people like talking about like especially like they're talking about like gaming or media bias or whatever, and I see them like on my timeline retweeting CNN.
Yeah.
Do you understand
It's like, listen, let's talk about media bias, mate. That's a lot of media bias.
it blows my mind. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
there's actually clear.
By the way, there's a Seagate 4 terabyte Barracuda hard drive on sale for $100.
Oh wow.
Let me put that link in the Game Talk General. There you go.
They have a 580. They
oh shit, that's right. You came up with this stupid bullshit where I can't put links in general.
Wait,
Here.
really? Oh.
Well, yeah, you can't put links and shit in general.
Oh yeah, you just put shit post. Yeah.
I'll put it in shit post.
Yeah. They also have a RX 580 for like 220 or some shit. It's a pretty good sell.
Opinion: Why Destiny 2 come to PC bad for community? I got to take a look at this.
Yeah.
Game Rant. 7 months ago, but still pretty relevant. Oh boy. Rumor has it that Destiny 2 is coming to PC in 2017, but one Game Rant writer and Destiny fan explains why he thinks it would have a negative impact on the game's fan base. There will be more older people. No. Man.
Yeah, it's that article is like completely filled with just idiocy, like all the way around.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was. I wish there was cooperative modes would be cross-platform. Competitive, oh fuck no, they'd get massacred. But in cooperative modes, I really have no problem if in first or third person shooters, consoles could play with PC guys.
Yeah, I think
because then consoles could keep their auto aim. They could keep their handicaps because of the controller and stuff. They could keep that and still do at least decently well or really well, depending on them, because they have those to help them out. And it would it would keep the game healthy. There'd be more people playing, and it would just get people talking to one another. I'm totally for that.
Yeah, you actually might get to see like PC and console guys actually talking and realizing that neither one of them are actually half bad on the other side.
Yeah.
Help build the divide between the two. It just that article just blows my mind. Oh, Bren, the 8 terabyte hard drive that I purchased, the original one that actually fried my computer.
Wait, it fried your PC? I thought it was your PlayStation.
Like I plugged it into my PlayStation and it recognized the hard drive, but when I went to format it for the PlayStation, it wouldn't do it. It said that it's not supported. So I was like, "What the hell's going on?" So I thought maybe it's because under where it says format, it just said unavailable. It didn't say like what format it was. So I thought I'd plug it into my PC and it properly. So when I plugged it into my PC, I went to click on it to format it, and as soon as I did, I went to initialize the hard drive, and my PC went to a blue screen that said something went wrong, and it's going, Windows will restart, and a little countdown. It counted down, and it popped back up to the screen where it was, and then it went like something went wrong. Like it just kept doing this over and over again. And as soon as I unplugged the hard drive, there's a blue screen that said you need to like completely reboot or redo your Windows. Like I lost everything that I downloaded. I had to start completely over on Windows. And it was something with that hard drive. I don't know what it was.
Strange.
Yeah, really strange. I thought so too.
That's one of those freak accident sort of things.
Yeah, it was like, I'm just glad that, the computer, basically Windows 10, like the files to where I was, or to, the files of the Windows or whatever, to where I was able to just click a button and have it done.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, what the hell? I've never seen that or heard of that happening from a hard drive. WD went back and got the WD 8 terabyte hard drive, and it works fine. It
I've
just
heard
kinda
I've heard
sounds
that WD hard drives are pretty much among the most reliable.
well, it's
And
funny.
some of the best, more solid.
It sounds like a whenever like it's accessing the information onto the hard drive, you can hear like the popping sound like in it to where it kind of you can hear it like I guess working or whatever, but it sounds like a coffee pot right before it's about to be done brewing.
Oh, yeah, it's like I don't know, I've always called that like megabytes crunching or whatever. It just, yeah, I know what you mean.
I when I first heard it, I was like, I don't remember starting coffee. I went in there and looked to see, and I was like, no. So I came back and I kept on hearing it. As I finally figured out it was my damn hard drive. Because the other ones have been quiet, but this one's
Was
actually.
your other one a Seagate?
Yeah, the Seagate one. I had a Seagate 5 terabyte, and it like got fried when my power shut off because of the weather. So I had to throw it throw it away, and so I went to buy an 8 terabyte one, and then the 8 terabyte one was like the backup plus, not compatible with the PlayStation. The regular 8 terabyte one from Seagate is, but the backup plus one is not. It looks at it like a hub.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Western Digital is really reliable. It may not always be the fastest, but the speed difference between like a Seagate Barracuda and a standard Western Digital is not that different. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. In other words,
Asked everybody, like, I put out a question like which one was better, a WD or Seagate, and it seemed like the majority of the people that follow me that are PC, especially PC gamers, came back saying that WD was like the most reliable.
yeah, to me, reliability beats a little bit of speed any day.
Definitely.
No, I'm all about being fast and out of control.
Like his sex life.
There's a
Oh,
little
wait,
control.
that's what-
Control is key. You have
No.
to direct all that energy and force.
Fucking absolutely not. I disagree. I think you just fucking let it flow. You just fucking.
Those two
you
aren't
do
in
it up to
opposition to one another.
I'm a virgin, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh well.
And me too.
Oh yeah, you guys don't want kids.
You have
from
little
either.
messiahs running around.
Never had sex.
five of them to be exact.
Well, I met Zeus the other day.
You don't have to have sex to have a baby. The woman queefs in your face, right?
He was a mastiff this
That's how that
time.
works.
Shit, I thought I was gonna. I thought because I'm playing. I just opened up Metal Gear Solid because we're running on 2 hours. We probably won't be doing this much longer. But Metal Gear Solid is just keep going. It goes on and on and on. Like it's not necessarily bad, but I thought like 5-6 hours ago I was done because there was the credits and the ending scenes and everything, and it was like chapter 2. And I was like, oh, never mind. All right, we're doing this. It's a really good game. For those of you who want a good stealth game or a good, action stealth mix game, Metal Gear Solid 5 is really good.
Have you gotten to the point to where you are like repeating the stuff?
Well, yeah, in terms of the places, yeah, there's a limited amount of places. But I mean, it's still fun to run around and do stuff and try new things and all that. I mean, there's enough, and there's enough different ways. There's enough equipment at your disposal, and enough different toys to play with, so you can really just keep playing.
Dude, I tell you.
Oh well, just a little bit more clarification as to why that's happening in Berkeley. The Berkeley mayor is a member of the militant leftist organization Facebook group called BAMN. Defend affirmative action and integration and fight for equality by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
Malcolm X.
So he's
Life and
actually the mayor's a member of it, so therefore he's probably the one that passed down the word saying,
Throw bombs. Throw bombs.
The bombs throw them.
do whatever you want.
Do it.
Like in fucking Don't Mess with a Zohan. It's a Big Mac box filled with Neosporin. Those are their low-grade explosives.
Man.
I do not know, my friend.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at this Heat Street article, and it's kind of funny because it's something that feels like a war zone at the alt right rally, and then like the only other article on here about the rally is woman sucker punched by white nationalists during Berkeley Street brawl. So I mean, it's like they're focusing on the narrative of the white nationalists being the. If you're throwing explosives at me, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. I don't give a
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, it's like, I'm just saying, bro.
Man.
Dude,
By the way,
if anyone says Kid Smooth doesn't play his games, they're full of shit. This guy has gotten like almost 3,000 gamer score points just this month.
just don't
Yeah,
make
but-
videos about it.
But what games did he play to get the 3,000 gamer score?
I don't know. I'm not going through that. but-
Avatar: The Last Airbender. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, because I just looked at my achievements, and if T Reaper's listening or does listen, dude, you got to catch up. You live on your Xbox, and I'm ahead of you. So there's that.
One day on Xbox.
I'm just over here on PC, not caring about achievements. I got all the achievements and everything, but I don't care about that. Now I used to back when I was a lot younger, and you got the little blink thing that popped up, but then I just stopped caring. I was like, what's the point? I'm not even doing this for the right reason. I'm not doing it to have fun or challenge myself. I'm just doing it to check off shit.
But when you have
But
fun, challenge yourself, and get the achievement, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a whirlwind. It's like the perfect storm.
Yeah.
Because like some of these trophies or achievements are actually a challenge, so you're challenging yourself. You can't have
some
fun
of
if the
them.
game's good. The possibility. I mean, yeah. Somebody asked me like if I would play, buy games just exactly only for the trophies or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I have. I probably got a good collection of hour, 2 hour games that just like popped an easy platinum. I mean, shitty ass games, but I mean, I suffered through them for the platinum.
Y'all crazy.
It was for research purposes.
I gotcha.
It's for scientific reasons.
Yeah. Endorphins that are affected by this.
It's the endorphins.
Do we still have Brimstone with us, or did he pass out?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm getting vested into this stupid story now. I'm like looking at the fucking drama alert video. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That DaddyOFive story will piss you off. I don't
Yeah,
recommend going too far.
So like his video is at like 25,000 plus dislikes.
Shit.
About what?
And he's
You mean
down.
Drama Alert?
Yeah, he was almost at 2 million, and he's lost like another 100,000. So
Well, because Drama Alert, because he kind of gave an out for this fucking family.
yeah,
But watch Philip DeFranco's videos on him.
I already did.
Oh, those are once you watch that, and then you watch like Keemstar's videos, like what the fuck are you like? What? Like how are you like trying to make this case that he's
Yeah, he
dead?
like at the very beginning of the video, he sits there and he talks about like how he was raised that way, he was pushed around, and he didn't really consider that abuse. Like that would be one thing if that's all that was going on, but no, the little girl was slapped in the face. The kid was body slammed by the stepbrother. I mean, this kid was beat the fuck up, man. Like Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not abuse. That's roughhousing. No, fucker. He just pushed his kid into a fucking bookshelf, told everybody it was fake, and then on another video says, "Oh no, that was on accident." Like, which is it? No, this guy's YouTube career is gone. Like, DaddyOFive is definitely gonna be gone. Bye bye.
I can't imagine that he would actually be around after all this. I mean, because you're talking like Philip DeFranco with the 5+ million subscribers. Did a video. Then like I guess a majority of like the bigger YouTubers at that point started doing a video. It Yeah, he's done. I mean, they're like once you turn that many people against you, like I don't like you might have a loyal fan base of 700,000, but that's not going to combat.
Well, he was at 2 million at the beginning
Yeah, he
of
was.
the year, and now he's at like 1.8. I was like, damn. Like, come on, Q. Like, Jesus Christ. But anyways, we can continue on with Black Tar Heroin conversation. Yeah, maybe. No, yeah, no.
It's got to be Black Tar.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, Black Tar doesn't really give you the addiction. That just slows you down. So I mean,
Rich snob, got to get the good shit.
right. So is there anything? I mean, so like Call of Duty, yes, I'm looking forward to it. Will I buy it? More than likely.
More than likely, he's gonna pre-order it. Watch.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Pre-order? I don't know about that pre-order business. Shane.
Maybe you should not do that, my friend.
I think it's just going to end up being. I mean, it's going to probably be a great game. It's probably going to be a great gameplay, but then that one thing that's going to ruin it is them supply drops.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a good balance to the old games. They weren't perfect, but there was a really decent balance to the old games. And like Black Ops 1 had an excellent method of unlocking things, and for the most part, the weapons were all pretty useful, and there's a lot of fun to be had in it. I mean, you need to get those guys who made that, and you need to find out why you fucked it up.
Yeah. Like I don't like that they keep implementing like new guns in every box set, and you only have a certain amount of time to get those guns, or you lose your chance on that. Like, that's fucked up. No, put that bitch in the goddamn game. Make me get 3,000 headshots. I don't care how many it takes.
Yeah.
Like, fucking make sure I can have access to that. Don't make me fucking go out.
Have the rewards be meritorious.
Yeah, exactly. Don't
Not
sit there
just
and be
you
like,
got lucky or spent a lot of money.
Exactly.
And that's how a lot of rewards are these days, and it sucks.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody would have a problem with their supply drops if it didn't ever include anything other than cosmetics. Like the fact that you can get weapons through there is just complete. It completely defeats the purpose of even playing the game. Actually, I mean, it just why not buy the shit?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I think that's why I like Overwatch a little bit better when it comes to their shit, because like their RNG, like, I mean, I could get pretty much what I want during the day that I want to go and like try to get it. You know what I mean? Like, I usually set out for goals and shit to get stuff. Call of Duty, it's like, hey, I want that gun. But guess what? It's like a year later, and I finally got it after like the 4,000th fucking box.
And new Call of Duties came out.
I know. Yeah, right. You get that new gun, it's like, oh, hey guys, World War II just dropped today. It's like, son of a bitch. Like,
yeah, everybody's moved on, and you're like, fuck, I just got the gun.
That's why Advanced Warfare was so good to me, was because
I finally got the gun, guys. It's like, we're playing the next Call of Duty.
Well, exactly. That's why I like the Advanced Warfare, man. Like, you got the base model of whatever gun was implemented into the game, and then like any of the box stuff would be like, the one-off randomized status gun, and it would be at least you would have the base model though, so it wasn't that bad. You got the base model, and it was fine. I was okay with that. But you go to these other ones, and it's like, hey, let's just do away with that altogether and see what happens.
The problem that even though I understand the idea in terms of the let me see, in Advanced Warfare had that system, but some of the variants of the guns were just better than others. Like, they were just objectively better.
Y'all are losing me, because when it comes to playing the Call of Duty online, I have a thing about meeting all the people my mom slept with, so I've not played it.
Dude, I told you how to get rid of them. You tell them, joke's on you, I have 2 dads. They shut up immediately.
Now I'm gonna start using that. Now on World War II, I'm gonna use that. Like, joke's on you, dude. I have 2 dads.
The only
which one?
The only ones that like welcome it are the people like us that'll just, oh yeah, well I sucked his dick real good. It's just a joke. But most of them are so homophobic, they'll just leave.
No taxation. What's his name?
Colin Moriarty.
Colin Moriarty. Yeah, he is actually going to be on Bill Maher The real time with Bill Maher.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I said, so ready to see Bill Maher live tomorrow with no taxation, 5th row. Yes. So apparently we're going to see the show coming up here soon.
I thought you meant the O'Reilly factor. I was like, nope, not today.
Oh, somebody tweeted out something from the Young Turks, a video. And there's a guy on there. Apparently, he's making it his mission to ruin right wing journalists or right wing people like Bill O'Reilly. Not saying that Bill O'Reilly didn't deserve what he got or whatever, but like he's like we got he lists off all the different people that has been fired or as a result of them continuing on and pushing. So he says, I haven't ever really checked into what if he's telling the truth here, but it's kind of it's just go after I'm again, I don't know the story behind all the other ones, but to go after people's livelihood just because you don't fucking agree with them,
That's
just
fucked up. I mean, that's like one of the
Yeah.
worst things you could possibly do.
but yet you say that you're against fascism. Like I just
I'm against fascism, but I'm going to go ahead and call your work and get you fired because I'm against fascism while I practice fascism.
Yeah, I'm anti-fascist. It's in the name.
Woo!
Pay attention.
I need to actually use that so I can start like spouting feminist shit and racist shit like I'm anti-racist. I'm
The
anti-feminist.
KKK has done nothing wrong. Fucking bastards. Like,
Whenever people start calling me out, like, don't you see my Twitter handle? It says anti-racism. I'm good. I'm good. I can say that. I can say that.
I could see that happening though. Motherfuckers, man. Like they don't make sense of a lot of their shit here on the internet. That's why I try not to look at your feed because usually my interactions are like literally like knee-jerk reactions because these people are so stupid. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna regret this, but fuck it. And next thing you know, I look at my feed and there's like 300 motherfuckers that are idiots coming at me because of your feed.
Yeah, and then you're like, I regret it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody
need a
tweeted
phone the
me
rest of the
like,
day. Turn it off.
somebody tweeted me like
I know,
and said,
right?
where do you find these fuckers? I was like, I don't know. Like they just appear in my fucking timeline, and I end up responding because I just can't help it because they said something so fucking stupid. I seriously I replied to somebody and I went away and I came back and like 175 notifications. I'm like, I'm not reading all those fucking things.
Yeah.
Like fuck all that. Like,
Come on, Rambo. Don't you know it's completely I mean, if you're gonna interact with the lower class of subhuman sex, I do suggest you keep going, man. I mean, this is your livelihood, right? I mean, you're getting paid to interact with retards over Twitter, right? I mean,
I wish, yeah, it'd be nice. I mean,
You'd be a millionaire by now.
It does give it does give a great sense of motivation. It's like, well,
Yeah,
this is kind of painful, but I'm gonna make money off of it, so I suppose I can suffer through it a little bit.
The thing is, it was like whenever you click notifications and you have like 175, and you're scrolling down to see like the start of them, then all the blue little highlighted portions will like go away and they'll all turn white, and you're like, well, fuck it, I don't even know where the hell I left off at. You don't know where the 175th one was.
You scroll down, baby. Keep on scrolling. You scroll.
Oh, okay, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I'm not doing all that. So I'll skim through it, and if I see something like to where somebody replied and it's like the most retarded fucking thing possible, then of course reply to that one because I'm a glutton for punishment. So
Jesus. I mean, why don't you like seriously though? Like, why don't you get paid for it? Like, why don't you do something on your channel like Rambo's I don't know, fucking Rambo's Twitter banter episode 1 or some stupid shit. Like, make a literal section on your fucking page and have it dedicated to you doing a commentary over idiocies over fucking Twitter. Like, I think you could actually do it.
But I need to actually. Well, I mean, now that my computer's been wiped, I have to actually get another copy of Vegas Pro 13. Windows Movie Maker. I tried using that shit for my videos, and I gave up. because it's like it's not near as straightforward, I guess, is like what Vegas Pro to me is.
Yeah.
So now that's the reason why, like right now, like only videos I've been like, if I do a video, it's like been through a live stream because I it's the only way I can get a video up on my channel now because I don't know how I don't have Vegas Pro anymore. My other Vegas Pro before my computer was wiped.
Movie Maker, baby.
Shit, it's like confusing as fuck because I don't know.
Really? It's so easy. It's so simple. It's like obnoxiously simple.
Well, like I think it's Movie Maker because like it when you put a video in there, it has like this. It puts it on a. It might if it's long or whatever. It puts like on like 5 or 6 different lines. Is that Movie Maker?
5 or 6 different. No.
That is not Movie Maker.
Using like Windows Media Player or something. I don't know something. Something with Windows.
It is not. It is not Movie Maker. I'll say that.
But the only thing I know is like it's easy to get the video like on this whatever I've been using or trying to use. It's easy to get the video on there, but like if I want to cut out like my like if I like say okay like if I'm recording for some reason like OBS whenever I used OBS like the sound quality on OBS was like terrible, so I would also start and record my voice through there and then match them up on Vegas Pro to where like they would go and I could just delete the OBS voice portion. And whenever I tried to put that into that was Windows Movie Maker or whatever, but when I put it in there, I couldn't figure out how to delete the OBS audio. Like if I clicked on something to delete it, it deleted the video and the audio every single time. And I was like, I got so fucking frustrated after like 2 hours. I was like, fuck it. I will never touch that shit again. So I started live streaming. And then that's the reason why I have like 5-hour live streams because I have to get everything out. There you go. That's the reason why. So if anybody could actually hook me up with a Vegas Pro thing, that's actually a Vegas Pro 13, then hey, just let me know. We'll get on Skype and we'll send it across.
I'm sure there's a Game Talk listener that can help with that.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that can probably do that for you.
You can get there's some versions that are really cheap, like $30 or something.
Well, there's even one now that's like $100, and that's the newest one. So I mean, that's pretty cool. I'd say go for that if you can afford it.
Well, Vegas Pro 13 was like $700.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go for the newer one.
The newer one you said is actually only 100.
Oh, it was on sale the last time I looked. Yeah.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking. I almost bought it. Shit, if I do buy it, I'll just give you my old copy of 13, so that way you don't have to pirate that shit.
Well, I mean, I'm not even. I did pirate my very first one. That's the only thing I've ever pirated in my life because I wasn't spending $700 on that fucking shit.
No, you just gotta go to you have to go to the Sony site. That's usually where they have their sales. You don't have to spend $700 on that bitch. Like,
I got mine on a Steam sale for like $50.
Yep.
And it came with Acid music and Forge audio.
Acid?
Yeah.
I didn't even know Steam sold Vegas Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Steam has a shit ton of software.
Definitely checking it because so that's the main reason why I'm not doing videos right now is because I don't have anything to do them and I guess I'm going to look up. You said Windows Movie Maker.
It's that's what I use.
It's not a bad program. It's pretty good. It'll also let you do 60 FPS, 1080p. Let you even surpass that, right, Brad? You can do up to like 4K now, can't you, or no?
I don't know. I haven't really checked. I haven't really fiddled with my settings in a long time.
I'm actually going to hit this Movie Maker free video editor. Is that it?
Like that moment in 2017 when you are actually converting people to Windows Movie Maker.
Just shut up, okay? I'm trying. I'm
Anyway,
trying to.
It's been about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours now.
Yeah. So we're ready to go? You ready to go? All right.
Yeah.
Did you want to go, Shane?
Go where?
To
Disneyland?
I don't know. Disneyland, maybe? Wow, you sound a little like a horsey there, buddy. You feeling all right?
I haven't been there since I was like 8, so I'm down.
your voice sounds a little hoarse. You okay there?
Kinda.
You got a dick in your throat or what?
Dude, it's that last shot in the mouth. I find myself going like this all day. I just
Oh.
can't get it out of the back of my throat.
Well, I
Hey,
am gonna
that-
have to. I am gonna have to. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I am gonna have to play around Movie Maker because that is not what I was using, and it actually looks kind of simple. So I'm gonna have to play around with that for a little bit. All right, keep going.
Oh no, I think we're gonna end it soon, right?
Yes, sir.
So, thanks to everybody for coming out like usual. You know, doing the thing, supporting us like fucking crazy, watching Shannon take shots to the mouth and having about 30 kids. You know,
Sorry if
We
you
all
didn't
love
hear
it.
Bram. That fucking pony in the background.
That was you, man.
That
You-
shit happens.
He was actually watching the My Little Pony porn.
I can't help it. It's just so interesting.
And you didn't end it there?